Hey, what's up, family? Hey, today I'm gonna do a video for you guys. I'm gonna title this one Southern Hospitality, which I love it. And a lot of you out here who had the privilege of going down south, you're familiar with what I'm talking about. When you go down south, you see how people are so hospitable towards you and everyone else. People do simple things that mean a lot, like good morning, how you doing? If they see you in an adverse situation, they're willing to help. You know, those things are so great. And I love that Southern hospitality from people down south. I love it. However, the flip side of that is here in Jersey and New York, we are so familiar how people are so rude and disrespectful, which it is annoying. You know what I'm talking about. How up here, you could say hello to a total stranger because it's a nice thing to do. And that total stranger look at you like, what are you speaking to me for? I don't know you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's such a rude thing. How many times up here in New York or Jersey, like I said, y'all familiar with this one. How many times you at a red light and the light just split second turned green? What happened? The car in back of you, beep, and you like, yo, look, man, the light just turned green. Doggone it. You know, it's like people will bring you out of your character with being so pissed off with their ignorant ways of thinking. And a lot of times by this, you wind up reciprocating the energy that's been given to you. Now, y'all know I love to give y'all a word of the day. Reciprocating just means to basically give back the same energy that's given to you. Someone's nice to you, you be nice to them. Unfortunately, when someone's rude and disrespectful towards you, you be like, okay, I'm gonna be rude and disrespectful back to you. We don't want to be like that, but that's what the word reciprocating means. So remember, I always give y'all a word of the day. Try to use that in your everyday language of any of my videos. Try to take a word and broaden your dialogue. So let's get back to the video. Oh, subscribe, share, like, and comment. I appreciate it. But anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna give y'all two stories today touching on Southern hospitality based on Jersey and New York rude behavior. So let's get into, for example, I'll give you another example. My wife, many years ago, she had never been down south. And I remember I was telling her, before we even went down there, I was telling her like how totally different it is from up here in Jersey and New York opposed to down south. And I kept telling her like, yo, babe, you're going to see how nice. I don't care. You could walk into a store, total stranger's going to be like, good morning. How you doing? It's going to blow you away. You're going to love it. People will be in a car driving and you'll be walking on the sidewalk. So they'll be driving in a car and they'll slow down and be like, hello, good morning. It's mind blowing. When I first told my wife that, she's like, babe, you over exaggerate. I said, you're going to see. And I remember when we went down south, over my brother's house, I remember, sure enough, everything that I told her, she was seeing it for her own. Everywhere we went, people were so hospitable, and she was like blown away. Matter of fact, I remember one time we was driving to the Walmart, and my brother's son, everything he referred to my wife was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, okay, ma'am, this and that, right? And I remember my wife said to him at the time, she said, look, Travis, that is so nice that I love the way you guys have so much manners. But listen, you don't always have to say ma'am to me for every little thing, okay? And you know what he responded to her when she said that? He was like, yes, ma'am. Like, and I laughed because I said, babe, you're not going to change this who they are. He's been taught to be respectful to his elders and respectful to others. So it's just like that. So I'm going to give y'all a really good story here. Check this out. Now remember, reciprocating, giving back the same energy that's given to you. In most cases, we will love it if it's positive energy that's given to you. You want to give that back. Someone does something nice to you, you want to give it back, but you don't want to make excuses. But anyway, I'm going to give y'all a good story. Check this. I'm going to give you two. Now, this was many years ago. I was working for this delivery company. And I remember I delivered into this company that I deliver every single day. And the young lady at the front desk, young sister, at the front desk, when I came up there, I said, hello, good morning, how you doing? Got a delivery for you guys today. No response back from her. So I was like, okay, maybe she having a bad day. Look at me, making excuses for her. So I said, no big deal. I just continued my day and gave the delivery, and that was that. The next day, I came there, I said the same thing again. This time I said, maybe I said a little louder. Maybe she didn't hear me or something. And so when I walked in, I said, good morning, how you doing, sister? How's everything today? Not making this up. Not one response back from her. So now I'm getting a little pissed off. I'm like, you talk about rude. Okay, no problem. 2 days later, I'm at the local deli. And as I'm walking in the deli, it's only natural of me as I'm walking in, someone in back of me, I'm going to hold the door for them. As I'm walking in the deli, I feel the presence of someone in back of me. So I hold the door for them to come in. And when I see who it is, damn it, who was it? It was the same girl who never knows how to say hello, reciprocate kindness back to them. You know, all the times I said, hello, good morning, how you doing? I never said, hey, baby, what's up, good looking? Hey, girl, what's up? No, I never, I always said, good morning. And then I took it even further and said, good morning, sister. I never said nothing disrespectful, but she never know how to reciprocate kindness back. So anyway, as I'm going to the restaurant, I held the door open for whoever's in back of me. And when I looked back, ooh, it burnt me up when I seen it was this joker. And then she just walked right in, didn't say thank you, good morning, good evening, nothing. Man, that burned me up. I was like, this. But you know, I'm not going to be rude to her. I'm not going to be obnoxious. I'm not going to be vulgar to her. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, from now on, make you invisible. That's all. You ain't got to do none of them negative things. And would you believe it was later that week, I was parked right in front of the PNC Bank at the time. And that same girl came out of the bank with an envelope in her hand full of money. And some random joker ran by and snatched the envelope from her. I seen all this transpire right in front of me. Right in front of me. Now, I could have chased the guy down. I could have probably intervened in some kind of way to help her out. But why would I do that when you are so rude and disrespectful? Why would I do that? You understand what I'm saying? So the girl went on and on, somebody help, somebody help. And then next thing you know, the guard came from inside the building. He came outside and she's like, I just came out of the bank and the guy just snatched my money and I was yelling for somebody to help me and nobody helped me. And I'm just looking at her like, of course nobody helped you. Everybody probably know that you're a rude, disrespectful, ungrateful person. But anyway, so now as I got out of the vehicle, the dude, Manny, he says to me, he said, Junior, did you see anything that happened? I said, yes. And then he says, oh, that, I said, yeah, but that girl is so rude and disrespectful. I wouldn't help her. So then he says to me, he said, oh, Junior, you're right, man. I see that girl all the time, man. She come in the building like I'm mannequin. Like she act like I'm mannequin. I know there. I said, yup, that's her. I said, I wouldn't help her. So you see what I'm saying? It don't pay to be rude and disrespectful. Sometime it may come back on you. It's a great thing to be polite and hospitable because why? People are more comfortable around you when you're polite and hospitable. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go back to down south. How many times, you witnessed it yourself, right? This is my daughter Ashley in the back. She's filming with a big afro. Yeah. But you witnessed it yourself, right? We went down south. You see how hospitable people were? Mm-hmm. Totally different than here in Jersey, right?
Yeah, very different.
Here in Jersey, how many times you say hello to a total stranger? They like...
Did you tell me that story about the guy that, like, with the tools?
Great. That's the second story.
Oh,
all right. Y'all gonna love this story. Check this out. Now remember, this is about Southern hospitality based on rude behavior up here in Jersey and New York. Another buddy of mine, many years ago, he had traveled down south. Never been down there before. Unfortunately, for the common thing that a lot of us do. He went down south because somebody died in the family, blah, 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 this and that. So while he was down there, while he was going from one family house to another family house, his car started having problems and it started smoking on the side of the road. So he pulled, remember, he's down south. Now, if that happens up here in Jersey, he'd be on his own, doggy dog. But this happened down south. But remember, his mentality is Jersey, New York.
Jersey mentality.
But he's down south. So anyway, his car starts smoking. He pulls off on the side of the road, on his country road. And he don't know what's going on with the car. He's up under the hood trying to figure out. Next thing you know, the neighbor in the house comes outside. This is the whole story he told me. The neighbor comes outside and go, hey, how you doing there? He go, listen, I see you got some car trouble there. And, he's like, yeah, I've just been smoking. So the guy says, and he said, hey, listen, I would love to help you. He said, but, I got an urgent doctor's appointment, but I tell you what. He said, there's my house right there. I left the garage door unlocked. He said, I got a multiple toolboxes in there. Look, I tell you what, you could go on in there and get what tools you need to try to get your car back. I got a water hose on the side of the house. You maybe need some water in the radiator. I got an antifreeze in there. He said, I'll tell you what, you use what you have to use, and when you finish, just put it all back and just shut my garage back. Like I said, I would love to help you, but I got to get to my doctor appointment. But you go ahead and use what you want.
He probably didn't talk like that for one.
It was country. So anyway, look what my dude told me. He said he couldn't believe the guy, sure enough, left the garage unlocked. He said when he opened up the garage, he said the guy had all kind of power tools and all kind. He said the first thing went through his mind was, I could rob this guy. Man, I could take all his stuff. Man, he's stupid. Man, when he was telling me this story, I was so upset with him. I said, you see how you think? You from New York, New Jersey, and you thinking like a criminal.
And somebody's trying to help.
Somebody's trying to show you kind gestures and do something nice for you. And all you thinking of, I could get over on this guy. You see how people, the mentality of the old saying that says, you are a product of your environment. See, when you're around a bunch of negative people all the time and people
my bad. But I also look at it like, okay, the people who are always doing something negative to somebody, always being rude. I won't say I fully believe in it, but like karma always comes around and hits you. I feel like also if you're a kind-hearted person, because I learned this a while ago from you and just knowing this as a person. If you are a kind person with a big heart, don't change that for nobody. Like, okay, if you get disrespected, don't become people who are rude to you.
Don't become them.
Yeah, don't become them
right.
Because you might like, yo, everybody that I come in contact is always rude to me. Maybe I need to start acting the same way.
I seen that happen from a young lady that was from down south that moved up here to New York. I swear, and I seen her like a year later, and she was rude and she was like angry and bitter. And I was like, "Hey, what's going on? That's not like you." And she's like, "It's just so annoying when you're around a bunch of ungrateful people." And I say, "Yo, but you letting them change
That's
you.
What you should never let nobody change.
I know you to be a great person.
Yeah.
Don't let these fools change you. That's not the energy. I know you like that." And when I said that to her, it brought her back to reality. She's like, you're right. Because, I didn't never think I would be like this.
Yeah.
But these people would do that to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just because people do you wrong, like, if you already have a genuine heart and you're just a really good person, naturally, you should never change that for nobody. Even though it may seem like, you know what, I'm just going to start acting the way that people treat me. No. Because then karma's going to come back. People who do you wrong,
get away from them.
They're gonna eventually get their bad luck on their own. But stay true to yourself.
And like she said, but you can get away from them.
Yeah,
don't keep standing around.
People, if you're constantly around toxic people, of course you're gonna eventually be a toxic person. But you can what's another vocabulary word?
For what?
To remove yourself from a situation like a toxic. Okay, we can't find that right now, but just say remove yourself from anything that's toxic.
Yeah, exactly. Withdraw yourself from them people. But yeah, so like I said, this video, I love it when I'm around Southern people. You could tell, I get accused of that all the time. Like, oh, you must be from down south. You so nice, you so considerate. Or I get considered,
you must be
a Christian. I be like, yo, y'all funny. People are funny. Just because you're a kind-hearted, nice person, they assume you're a Christian. No, I'm not a Christian. And I'm not from down south. However, I do have family down there, and we do occasionally go once in a while. But I love Southern hospitality. I love it when I see just how kind-hearted people are, and I love to reciprocate that back to them. So, like I said, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Oh, so in closing, what I would say to any and every viewing audience out there, try to be more hospitable towards anyone around you, because it makes them more comfortable around you. And if you happen to be in an adverse situation, they will jump to help you because they know you to be a great, kind-hearted person, opposed to that rude person when they go through an adverse situation, don't nobody want to help them. Would you believe? I knew a guy way back in the days. He was locked up and had a $50 bond. $50.
Nobody had it.
Nobody got his butt out. Joking Elizabeth. Where's all your friends at? But see, when you're known as a jerk off, now you see, don't nobody want to deal with you. So like I said, in closing, try to be kind-hearted person. Stop letting the element of your environment, if you live in an adverse environment, stop letting that affect you. And now you become them. And now nobody wants to be around you or want to help you, like that girl who got robbed. I could have helped her, but why would I put my life on the line to help you when you're a rude person? Or like the dude gave you access to his house and you thinking about robbing him.
But then he said, he was like, no, I'm not.
But he didn't rob him,
Yeah,
but he got what he got. But he was blown away. He said, I never had nobody help me like that. He said, that was amazing. And I told him in response, I said, see, that's Southern hospitality right there. People from down south, that's how they are.
They don't even know you.
They wonderful. I love it. And I love you guys out there. So remember, be more hospitable. And on that note, we're going to let y'all go.
Happy Father's Day.
Peace.